on Cooking Overhaul because our family desperately needs it.
Because our cooking sucks. When I make chicken, I burn it.
His chicken, all he does is put it in grease and then take it out and he thinks he's a cook. He doesn't even season it.
Yeah,
He thinks. What do you season it with? Tell me. I would love to know.
in the grease?
Yeah.
In chicken shit.
Chicken shit. That sounds great.
Now that I mastered cooking the chicken, I can pretty much throw anything together with the chicken and make it taste like bomb. I always put my cooked chicken next to the raw chicken because there ain't enough room in the kitchen to separate them.
We pretty much eat the same stuff over and over again because it's cheap. Okay, so since we make the same stuff over and over again, I was trying, spice it up a little bit, and I decided that I would put garlic powder in the chicken Alfredo because I thought, garlic powder was good, and I put a little bit too much, and it was disgusting.
More like put the whole can in there. You eat it, your eyes start watering.
No, it wasn't the whole thing, but
Pretty much.
I ate it, he didn't, he refused.
Yeah, it was nasty. I can make turkey cheese and mayonnaise. I can make bologna cheese and mayonnaise. Make ham cheese and mayonnaise. Salami cheese and mayonnaise.
A lot. I use the microwave a lot. Aiden likes SpaghettiOs, so we'll warm them up in the microwave. Chris eats popcorn a lot.
On the stove.
And also in the microwave, bag popcorn.
I don't know bag popcorn.
Yes, you do. Soup. Like when I get home from school, I'm starving, so I just put soup in the microwave and eat it. Funniest cooking mishap for him was he tried to make macaroni, and the macaroni has directions on the back, and I don't know if you just didn't read
It was
them.
a different kind. I'd never made Velveeta before.
Okay, it was a different
And
kind
it didn't
of
show
macaroni.
to drain it. It just said add the sauce.
Well, anyway, he cooked the noodles and didn't know that he had to drain them. So he didn't drain them, and he added the cheese and the butter and the milk and stirred it. And he's like, why is it so soupy? I was like, did you drain it? He's like, no, it didn't say to drain it. I was like, Chris, you have to drain the noodles. I buy bottled water because we can't even do the water.
But you're
right,
grabbing me
apparently.
for buying pop. You said it's a waste of money. What do you think's a waste of money? Buying pop
Pop's more expensive.
or water?
Pop's more expensive.
Pop may be more
Pop
expensive,
is worse
but
for
when
you.
you live at
Pop
home,
is worse for you.
it doesn't
Water's
matter.
not. Okay. The reason why I think our budget sucks is because every time we go food shopping, before we leave, we're like checking out, right? And Chris will get pop, chips, Monsters, anything else.
Doesn't matter. You got water right here.
This is Aiden's dinner. He used chopsticks for
Pizza.
garlic knot and a fork for some pizza. He doesn't.
He does not like pepperonis.
No, he doesn't. But he doesn't even know how to eat good food, so he eats it with a fork and some pizza and the garlic knot with chopsticks because he doesn't know what good food is. That's the truth, though. He doesn't even know how to eat food because we don't even cook good food.
Boy, I know I have my work cut out for me tomorrow. It's gonna be a long day. This family really needs me. I better get some rest.
All your food is gross and disgusting.
Okay, so
So this is going on display in the museum. This is petrified. Is it in the pantry or Christmas tree? Well, I'm here in Tip City, Ohio. What a way to get here. I'm going to be working with the Pissflower family. Chris and Whitney, I heard, are not very good cooks. They cook almost everything in the microwave, including a bag of potatoes. They also need some help with budgeting, food shopping, and just learning how to cook quality meals with good ingredients. They depend a lot on fast food, so I know I have my work cut out for me. Hi, are you the Pissflower?
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm Whitney.
Whitney, good to meet you. And I'm Chris. Chris, good to meet you. And who are you, little guy? Are you baby thing? Oh, okay. Hi. Well, is you the cook?
Yes.
And you two are the cooks.
Yes.
There's a lot of cooks in this kitchen. We have a lot of work to do. Okay. I'm going to show you something here. Because I know you don't know what these are. Cell circulars and coupons. But I noticed you went shopping. You bought a ton of groceries. Good food too. Nothing wrong with what you bought. It totaled $95.02. I went on the same shopping trip now. Bought the same exact stuff, but only I used coupons. And mine totaled $72.12. What we're going to do is we're going to learn how to make a grocery list, a shopping list, so that I noticed that when you get to the checkout, you have that impulsive buying thing where you see soda, you see chips, and you see a lot of stuff, and you just throw it in the cart. It's like, I gotta have this. Here's a stack of your other receipts, and I can see where the last few things you throw on that belt are soda, Monster, chips. This is just soda and chips from a gas station to the tune of $4. We can figure out how to set a goal, figure out what you want, and come up with a plan on how to get there. So we can go through this, and I made this up for you guys to work and fill this in as we go along, and figure out exactly how much you make, how much you spend, and how much you can save. Because eventually, little Aiden's going to need to go to school. He's not going to be little Aiden forever. He may not survive a year eating the stuff that you cook him. But in the event he does survive and this works, he's going to school. Or he's going to need a car. Tomorrow I'm going to come here, we're going to spend a whole day in the kitchen cooking, kind of streamlining it, and getting everything set up and ready to go for you.
Okay.
To make it the most effective process possible.
Good.
Does this sound like something you can do?
Yes.
Does it sound like something you can do?
Yes.
It's not that hard, is it?
I don't know yet.
Aiden can do it.
Me?
Yeah. So, let's Let's get it done.
Okay.
We have a long day ahead of us tomorrow.
Oh, I can't even think about Aiden driving right now. And he's only 2. That's a long time to save money. And I'm kind of afraid that Chris will spend the money before he even gets to see it. This is my utensil drawer, which I don't know why there's a fork in it, but there is. So yeah. And like, honestly, half of this stuff never gets used. Like this, I've never used. I don't even know what this is for. I think like, I don't know, like putting flavor on like meat. I don't know. I guess it's for butter. Whisk. Sometimes we use this to make scrambled eggs, I think. We actually use this sometimes. Shred cheese. I recently learned how to use this, the peeler. I peeled a cucumber for my guinea pigs, but I've never actually like used it for like me. So this is my microwave. In my microwave, I make ramen noodles, SpaghettiOs, popcorn, baked potatoes. I warm up my soup, and I warm up leftovers. It's my microwave. Okay, I learned in school that microwaves are actually not bad radiation. It's not going to give you cancer, so you can use it all the time.
Your kitchen has a nice setup. That's no problem. For 2 weeks now, you've saved your receipts. You've wrote down what you've spent each day. It looks like. So you spent a lot of money out and about throughout the day, like between work and school. $51 at the end of last week. What does that get you? You had some drive-through?
Yes.
How do you get to that number?
Oh, Nick! You're making it sound like we eat fast food all the time. How do we get to that number? I don't know. We go grocery shopping. Sometimes.
Okay, what'd you have Friday?
Taco Bell.
Okay, what'd you have Thursday?
Chris made steak.
Did you stop at
I think we had McDonald's.
McDonald's? Okay, see, now we're getting to it. Now, add all that up, and that's where you're getting to that $51 of just receipts you have from fast food and gas station, getting sodas and stuff like that, right?
Yes.
Okay. First thing we're going to do is get that down to at least $20 a week to start. You think you can do it?
Maybe.
All right, I'm going to show you how to do it. First things first, this contraption here. It takes up a lot of your counter space. Everything you cook is in this microwave pretty much. You were delivered a bag of potatoes with 5 potato recipes. Did you use any of them?
I used my microwave to make baked potatoes because they were quick and easy.
You just used the microwave to make all those potatoes?
I did. It shorted out a couple of times, but...
Okay, we're going to get you off the microwave. Mike needs a break. So we are going to, I have a solution for this. We are going to send Mike on a little vacation.
What are you doing?
Mike. Nope. You're going to learn how to cook without Mike. Can you handle it?
Maybe.
You ready to do this?
I guess.
This is a big step.
I guess.
This is a big step for you. Can you actually do this without Mike?
I'll try.
Okay. You're not getting the key. Key's done. Mike's on vacation. First thing, this is a great surface over here to prepare food on. So Mike is taking a trip somewhere else. And if you want, you can move that somewhere else.
Oh, when he chained up my microwave. I don't know what I'm going to do when Aiden wakes up in the morning with SpaghettiOs.
Well, the microwave's chained up now, so I don't know if Whitney's going to be able to go through this or not, but hopefully she does and stops using the microwave for so much stuff.
I don't want to make them on the stove. And then when Chris gets home from work, he always makes ramen
and I don't even think he knows how to do it on the stove.
Light is no longer the main focus in the kitchen. Over here is a whole countertop screaming to be used for food. Now, you spend, on average, $50 a week on going out to get food that you can make right here. So, we've done a little shopping for you, and I'm going to show you how to make some of the meals that you actually spend a lot of money for. You ready?
Ready.
I'm going to show you how to do it right now. We need some ingredients to show you how this works, okay? Good thing that I have breakfast burrito ingredients. Breakfast burritos, big craze, fast food chains, love this whole thing. So to do this, we're going to need some eggs, need some tortillas, cheese, ham, roast beef, knife, cutting board, and a little thing to put under your cutting board so it doesn't slide around on you while you're working. And of course, you have all your ingredients and a little pan to cook it in. Ready for this?
Yeah.
Okay, you're gonna cut, do you want ham or roast beef in your breakfast burrito?
Roast beef.
Roast beef, okay. Now, the beef is already pre-cooked, it's right from the deli. Cut it up just like that, isn't that easy?
Yes.
How much time did that take?
Like 2 seconds.
Faster than it takes to go through the drive-thru, or even to start the car. Now, over here, let's get the right burner on your stove. Just some low heat. I'll take just a little bit of butter, drop it in the pan, just wait for it to melt. We're gonna take your beef that we just sliced up here, and we're gonna drop that in the pan with it. What that's gonna do is gonna kind of heat the beef up and get some of the flavor of the meat into the pan. Okay? So, we take this, drop that right in the pan, bring this heat up just a little bit, and get that good and hot. Now we're gonna need some eggs. So, we can figure 1 egg per burrito. And we're just gonna scramble it up. So we're just gonna stir that up. Flip it around a little bit. So now our meat's good and hot. I'm gonna drop that right in the pan, or on a plate. Now we have all that nice grease from the meat and the butter right in there. We're gonna crack an egg. Bring our heat down. We can break that yolk up in there like that. Be back. Half a piece of cheese right there, right in the pan. Now, we're gonna come over here, get one of our tortilla wraps. That's scrambled up. Take some of the beef you just cut up, drop it right there on top of the egg. See how the egg's just about done? A little fold that way. And then, now the meat's already hot in the middle. And the reason why we heated the meat up first is that it has some heat to it when we fold it in the egg, because you don't want to overcook the egg. Once that's done, drops right in here. A little tuck, a roll, breakfast burrito. Take a bite. Good. It means your stove is working. Good? Mm-hmm. And this whole thing cost you about 32 cents.
Really?
Yeah. When you add up how much a half a pound of beef, a half a pound of the ham, even if you wanted to use the ham, $1 something with a 40-cent coupon brought the cost of the tortillas down to 73 cents. The cheese, that's a pound for only $5. You can do grilled cheese sandwiches, omelets, scrambled eggs with cheese. You can have a cheese sandwich if you want, eat like a mouse. But your breakfast burrito is that cheap. Come on over here.
Oh God.
You're doing it now. So, we've already got some meat done. Go ahead, drop a little butter in there. So go ahead, drop the butter in there. And then swish it around a little bit in the pan, just so it starts evening out. Just take the handle and move it around a little bit. There you go. Crack the egg in there. Right over the side of the pan, right in. There you go. Now start breaking that up with the spatula. Now, you see how that's starting to settle? Drop a piece of cheese on there. You got a half a piece ready to go. Okay. Drop some meat in there. Okay. Now turn your heat down just a little bit, and then take your spatula and fold it over the way I showed you. Now you're ready for your tortilla. So go ahead and grab one of your flour tortillas. And go ahead and you can either flip the whole pan right into the tortilla, you can use a spatula. There you go. That's alright. Have that right next to it just in case this way it flops right down on there. Or once it's loose from the pan, go ahead and dump it in. There you go. It's getting rolled up, it doesn't have to look pretty. Now just keep in mind, always put your pan on a cold burner so you're not burning whatever's in your pan already. So think about it, a little fold and a roll. And you're done. Another burrito. Now, omelets. You and your man, you're big on breakfast now. You got the burrito thing down. Omelets are not too far away. We get rid of the burrito. We're gonna take, we're gonna do 2 eggs per an omelet. Okay, so we're gonna crack our eggs into a measuring cup. And take a fork and just kind of break them up, whisk. Exactly, see? Now, not too much, but now we're just going to take a little bit of water, and you just want maybe a teaspoon for 2 eggs, maybe a little less. Okay, whisk those up again. Now, stay away from the microwave. We're going over to the stove. Now, omelets go very quick. We're going to use our same pan because we're going to make small omelets. We don't need to make big omelets. If you had a bigger pan, we can make the omelets as big as you want. But for now, we're just doing 2 egg omelets. They'll fit fine in this little pan. When you make an omelet, you want all your ingredients ready to go. So we have some cheese here already. Do you want to put some ham in your omelet?
Sure.
Okay. So going back over to our ham, we take some ham right on our cutting board. We have our pan, our eggs. Just going to transfer this over here because we don't need a whole big cutting board where we're working. But now we're going to do a ham and cheese omelet. Okay? We have our 2 eggs that we beat up with the water. We're going to get our pan probably over medium heat to start. You know your pan's ready to go. Again, you take a little bit of butter, drop it right in there. Particularly for eggs, we're using your non-stick pan. You have a small one. Now I noticed you had a larger frying pan, but it's not non-stick. So that's why we're not using it for eggs. We want to keep it from sticking to the bottom of the pan. Once the pan's hot enough, we're going to go ahead and drop the egg in. Just let it pour out. And just let it start to settle. Okay?
How long does it take?
You gotta watch it. What you're looking for is for the edges of the egg. You don't want it to stick, and you'll see kind of where it starts bubbling or something. And you're just gonna watch it as it starts to harden around the edges. Just take your spatula, keep pushing it in. But almost like when you did the breakfast burrito, it's gonna start firming up. So, see how your edges are starting to harden?
Yeah.
And your eggs almost cooked through. Now's a good time to probably drop your cheese in there. A little bit of ham. Like that. And then let it sit in there. Do a little roll, flip. So now, even though we shut the heat off, that egg's pretty much done. And right out. Plate. Pour it right off. And you're ready. And that's your omelet.
I'm telling you right now that I'm have to flip it.
It's gonna be okay.
I'm going to butcher this.
Do you want to give it a shot?
I'll try.
The only egg that I've ever cooked is a scrambled egg. And the whole omelet thing, flipping them, that's what scares me.
Okay, here. Crack 2 eggs. There you go, shell and all right in there. I'm just kidding. Yeah, and one more. Okay, now remember we whisk it up. Put your faucet just on a trickle. There you go. Just, that's good. Perfect. Okay, whisk that in there. We're just gonna take a little bit pepper. And I don't know where your salt shakers are, that's a little much, just a little pinch. Right in there. Okay. Okay. Yep. Stir that up. Now, avert away from the microwave over to the stove. Here we go. So, yeah, you can set that down. And bring your heat up on the pan, because you need a hot pan to cook in.
Medium.
Medium's fine. So drop a little butter in the pan. Just a little bit to keep the egg from sticking. That's good. Okay, now, yep, there you go. Get back on the heat. Let the pan come up to temperature. Pour the egg in there. There you go. So see how this is about to explode in the middle?
Yeah.
Shake your pan up a little bit. Okay, and use your spatula to poke down the sides. There you go. Break it up a little bit.
Okay.
Yep. You're just letting some of that steam out that's stuck under there. And put as much cheese and ham as you want. Okay, now it's time to flip.
Okay.
Come on, you can do this.
Where do I start?
Okay,
Go.
get the spatula under there. There you go. Yep, you got it. Perfect.
Kinda.
Oh, that looks better than mine.
Okay, just turn it.
Turn it, or you're gonna burn the egg. Don't burn the egg. Mike is gonna laugh at you. Your microwave is gonna laugh at you. Don't let your microwave laugh at you. No, not rotate it. You gotta flip that over.
Oh my gosh.
There you go. Flip it over. Flip it over. Flip it over.
It's gonna fall.
No, it's
Hard.
not. You're good. Roll it. There you go. See? Roll it right out, right off the pan into the plate. It's okay. It's gonna sizzle. And
I guess omelets are easier than I thought. I actually flipped it and didn't mess it up too badly. So that was awesome.
Well, first you need to do this. Nick, let's
Yeah.
just do this.
what are you cooking?
Peppers and onions and hamburger sandwiches.
Okay. Go ahead and do it.
Okay, so first you're gonna cut the pepper up into small pieces, I think. And then you're gonna cut the onion up, but you're not gonna get your fingers. You're gonna be like Nick, and you're gonna be awesome and move your fingers in time. Then you're gonna take that and you're going to brown it on the stove. And then after you, wait, first you're probably gonna brown it, and then no. You're probably gonna cut those up first, then brown the meat, and then add them to the meat or something, and then put them in a hamburger bun. I think.
Cut your onion.
I don't know how. I think, maybe. If I try. If I cut it in half and then cut it in slices and then cut the slice into pieces. I'm not cutting an onion. Anything up. I could try to cut an onion right now, but I don't think you want me to.
Knives are supposed to be sharp. Okay,
My
so
knives are not that sharp though. How do you get them so sharp?
we're gonna sharpen your knives.
But what do you do to them to get them sharp?
A knife sharpener. So we just go around the pepper like this. Once you cut the cap off, give it a little twist, pull it right out. See how all that comes right out?
We don't want that.
We don't need it.
That's trash.
So I guess my knives are pretty dull. I didn't even know that you like had to sharpen them. I don't even know how you sharpen them. I don't know.
We're gonna cut the pepper in half.
Okay.
Okay. Cut it again. Now we have another pepper over here.
Wait, I want to do that one.
You do this one. You're gonna go right around. Be very careful. This is a very sharp knife. So go ahead and cut the cap of the pepper off.
Okay.
That's okay. Don't push too hard. Let the knife do the work. Okay.
And then twist it.
Twist the top off. There's the core of the pepper. All your seeds are right there. Good. Right in the sink. You don't need to. Okay. Okay. Now slice the pepper. Okay.
And then
Now,
again.
Yes. Watch your fingers. Okay. Now.
Was doing.
Yeah. Yeah. No,
Like
well,
that?
Yeah, you can do that too, but I would go larger pieces.
That's.
Yes. Mm-hmm. There you go. Now we have an onion.
Gosh.
That's okay. Brush all that off of it. Now watch this. See the long part?
Yes.
Okay. Cut that off. Get rid of it. Okay. Now, take it. Now it's flat on your board. It's not wobbling around.
Yeah.
It's not moving around on you. Slice that in half.
Wait, we don't want to cut this side off?
You don't have to yet. Okay. We're going to work with this out.
Okay.
Now that you have an open end, just peel that back. It comes right off. See that?
Mm-hmm.
And for something like sausage and peppers, maybe you want the onions to be, or peppers and onions, maybe you want the onions to be the same size as that. Cut that in half, cut the tip off, right there, chop it in half, and now you have pieces of onion that are exactly the same size as the pepper. Now, what do you do with this? Right? Into the pan. So, what we want to do is, we have a heavy skillet, run on a big burner, get the heat up there on high. We're going to drop some olive oil. Okay?
I've never had olive oil in my life.
You do now. So this is just a little bit that we bought.
Mm-hmm.
And you want the oil to heat up.
What do you want it on the heat?
Keep this on medium-high. If you see how it starts flowing. Okay, we're going to do this without getting the pepper in the pan for now. Start dropping some of our onion in.
Mm-hmm.
Our cutting board. Just like that. There we go. I'm going to start moving that around. What the salt's going to do is start pulling the moisture out of the onion. So we're going to sprinkle some kosher salt on there. Your pan around.
I see how it's thicker.
Exactly. All right, here. You take that, keep stirring that. So now you've had it in there for about maybe 5-10 minutes. Here's a little bowl here. You're going to take that frying pan, just dump everything in there, right in that bowl.
Heavy.
It is.
Oh my God.
Hand. I'll give you a hand. That's okay. There you go. Go ahead, scoop it all in there. There you go. Okay. One thing that you wanted to try in this was some ground beef.
Yes.
Okay. Let's come over here. You got 2 pounds of ground beef here. You don't need all of it. So, drop the pan back on the hot burner. Okay. Now we know the pan's already hot. So take a little handful, crumple it up in there. Now take your spatula, and you're only going to use not even half of it, but just go ahead and start smashing that around. Brown it as if you're making like crumpled up meat for a taco. Okay? There you go. Now see how the beef starts to brown? Mm-hmm. That onion flavor from the pan is going to start infusing into the beef. Now at this point you can add more salt, you can add a little pepper, and then you have your salt and pepper here. You also have a cabinet here with some spices in it. We have some garlic, You want to add some of that.
I like garlic.
If you like garlic,
I do.
then go ahead and put a little bit of that in there. Sprinkle it right over that.
A little bit.
Yep, just sprinkle it right over the whole pan.
Second.
Keep going, a little more. There you go. Now, don't close the garlic once you do that, because the humidity from the pan came in through the pores. Give it a little pat and just leave it sit out like that. And this way it doesn't clog up and make little balls of garlic powder in there. The easiest thing to do is just pour a little bit in your hands, and then you can always pinch it in there. So just give it a little pinch of salt and pepper, and then this has a little sprinkle part on it if you want to add some pepper. There you go. Now, that's good. Keep in mind, that's coming out pretty fast. It's finely ground, okay? So now over here on your cutting board you have this pepper. So take some of that pepper and now you dump that in the pan. Okay. There you go. What now you're doing, put the spatula right underneath there and keep folding that in. There you go. You can go ahead and put that in now.
Now?
Yep, right now. Because now you're going to get all that flavor, it's all going to combine together.
I use the spatula.
Use a spatula, dump it all in there. And the reason why I showed you this recipe is because you had 2 peppers that were about to go bad, an onion that you weren't using, and 8 hamburger buns right here that were meant for barbecue next weekend.
Yeah.
But what we're going to do is, ready for this? We just lay them down right on top of this mixer to kind of steam. See all that steam coming up from it?
Yeah.
Smell those buns?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Watch this. I know you're not a big fan of pepper,
That looks good.
so I guarantee you that if we take a steamed bun just like that,
Yeah.
is that something you would eat?
Yeah. Smells
Give
good.
it a shot.
Okay.
And just drop another one on here. And why don't you come on up? You can't escape from the kitchen here. Come on. I know you want her to learn all the cooking. I mean, you're the chicken master. I know that you like pepper. So what we'll do is get some of that on there. Pepper beef sandwich. Is it alright? Hey, not bad for a mid-afternoon snack, right? Let's get this over to a cold burner. You know what's nice about this? Tomorrow morning, or in the middle of the night, maybe I'll take the padlock off Mike to actually heat it up.
I have a question. So Chris always tells me that when you put something in your container, you're supposed to wait until it cools down before you put it in the fridge. Is that true, or can you put it in the fridge right now?
You should put it in the fridge right away. You always want to refrigerate leftovers right away.
Okay.
As soon as something cools to anywhere between 140 degrees to 40 degrees is the danger zone. All leftovers should be refrigerated.
Okay, Nick's about to show me how to make a burger, and like, I'm kind of scared, but other than that, I'm kind of good on learning how to make a new way to make a hamburger.
So we just did the pepper and onions, ground beef. There's still a lot of ground beef left to actually use. Hamburgers are always a good thing. We've got a bunch of hamburger rolls. So what we're going to do is we're going to take some hamburger out, and if we use maybe about a half a pound of what's left, put it right here on our cutting board. Maybe take 3 balls, throw them together. Now, take your Worcestershire sauce, okay, a little hot sauce, dip a little well in the middle of each one, sprinkle with hot sauce, take take some Worcestershire, just like that. Fold it up on itself, each one. Fold it, press it, make a nice little burger. Smell that. Oh yeah. Okay. Now, we're gonna take these. Let's go over to our frying pan. Take our frying pan, burner, bring it up to medium high. All right. So here, let's get these in the pan. Go ahead. You drop yours. There you go. Right there. Wash our hands off. Now, see how they start to shrink up a little bit? They start to separate from each other. Just get under there with the spatula, get them flipped over, okay, just like that, separate. Never push down on the burger, but all the juices that are supposed to be in there, stay formed in there. So we got that. Now what we're going to do is just to add a little extra flavor. We have some garlic powder. Sprinkle that right on the roll, right on top of the burger. Bottom half, garlic powder, right on top of the burger. Watch how this works. Obviously we know it's two different halves of a roll. Two others, plate for one person, there's the top for another. Okay? We're going to take that one, put it on the top, that one, top half, and put it on the bottom of another one. Got it? The garlic just adds a nice flavor to it because now all that steam, instead of buttering the bread and making garlic bread, simply by sprinkling garlic on there and letting the steam of the burger do the job, it actually makes almost like a garlic bread on it. Now, ready for this? Bottom on the top, flip it over. Ready to serve. Top, on the bottom, good to go. And there you have it. Go ahead, you give it a shot.
When I used to make hamburgers before Nick came in and taught me actually how to make hamburgers, they were all, you know, kind of dried out, nasty, didn't have any flavor.
We're back at the Pissflower family. We're here for day 2 of our episode with them. From what I heard, Pissflower cooked a delicious breakfast of eggs and ham and all that for her fiance. So I'm waiting to hear his review on that, see what she learned yesterday. I also picked up some great ingredients from the food store to show them a little bit about how to make dinner tonight. And of course, teach them what they're making. Little do they know. So let's get going. We got a lot of work to do today.
Hello, you ready for day 2?
Yes.
I went grocery shopping.
Awesome.
Dinner. Went to the store, got some ingredients, and they show you a nice easy meal because it seems like you need most of the day to kind of take care of your kid. You may be out at work. And I noticed while rummaging through your cabinets that you had a slow cooker. This is a great recipe to do in a slow cooker, so you can actually put it on, go to school while Chris is at work and your kid's at daycare. When you come home, the meal's ready to eat, and there's a lot of great slow cooker recipes. But this one has some nice fresh ingredients, so I decided to get some cabbage and some ground beef, and I'm going to show you how to make stuffed cabbage. Alright, let me get this off, and we'll get that to work.
What the fuck is up with this cabbage that she's cooking? I don't like cabbage, but the meat inside, man, the meat inside is really, really good. Like, you can take that cabbage and throw it away, but just cook the meat. That meat's really, really good.
And I see that Mike is still on vacation. That's a beautiful thing. Have you used Mike since yesterday? No? Good. And your breakfast, you actually cooked it? Tell me about it.
What? I didn't cook breakfast.
Your fiance cooked breakfast for you.
Yeah.
Okay. Was it good? Any problem? Any glitches?
He used the entire thing of eggs to make scrambled eggs.
It's a lot of eggs.
Yeah.
For an army or
For 3 people.
3 people?
Yeah.
Well, we'll work on portion control next.
Yeah.
Let's get dinner going so we eat. The slow cooker that I found, I'm going to show you how to do it in a pot. And this way you can also use the slow cooker for it if you want to make it over the course of maybe 6 hours. Alright, so let's get started. First we need to get the cabbage unrolled. Cabbage is not easy to unroll, it'll just break apart on you. The trick to that is we take your pot, fill it with some water. Now when you fill it up, don't fill it up all the way to cover the cabbage. The cabbage is going to bring the level of the water up. Okay? I'm going to let that start boiling. Right in. Now, we're going to get a mixing bowl. Some ground beef. Right in there. There we go. Now we're going to take the egg, crack it right in the bowl, and then just kind of mash it up with the meat. So all the meat gets coated with some egg, salt, red pepper, breadcrumbs, parsley, Worcestershire sauce, right in there. Here, you gotta get your hands dirty too. Get on over here. There we go, some salt right in. Yep. There you go. Sprinkle a little bit of black pepper around in there. 3 teaspoons equal a tablespoon. There you go, perfect. Right in. There you go. Alright, breadcrumbs. It's almost like making a meatball. It's just kind of in there as a filler. And then Worcestershire sauce. Looks like what you have in here may be perfect. Sprinkle that around. Here's the fun part. You get to get your hands dirty. Get in there and just mix it all up. Okay, squeeze it in. Get it all worked together. Now back to our cabbage, which is sitting over here getting nice and happy. Take a look at what's happening. See how these leaves are softening up? It's going to make it a lot easier to start unrolling them. They're not going to break on you. So we're going to let this keep steaming for maybe another 3-4 minutes. And then we're going to drain that out. And then we're ready to start pulling it apart to start stuffing with the meat mixture you just made. And now it's time to start stuffing it. So we're going to take our pot. We're going to add just a medium-sized can of tomato sauce, about 16 ounces, right in the bottom. We're going to take some water, add some water to it. I always use from the can. This way it gets the rest of the tomato flavor out. Right in. There you have it. That's that. Now, time to tackle the cabbage. Find where your leaves are on the outside. Start peeling those back. The first few may not come off the way you want them to, but that's okay. Okay, I'm just going to take a spoon, take some of your stuffing, drop it right in. We're going to fold the outsides first, and then we're going to roll into the inside. I have a little knife here to kind of break up that vein, that hard part of the cabbage leaf. That just helps it roll better and it won't come unrolled on you. And there you have it. We're going to put that right in the pot, just like that.
And we do it again. Nice and easy, isn't it?
It's alright.
So we have all of our cabbage rolled, and what we don't use, we have plenty of animals to feed it to. And we're gonna go ahead and get this over a burner here. We'll get that up high to get the heat going, but we want to make sure we keep it covered. This way all that humidity, moisture, and all that absorb into the cabbage and starts cooking the meat. And you just let that cook for maybe about an hour on the stove. If you're using a slow cooker, you can let that sit on low for about 6 hours. High for maybe 4. All right, chicken master. Cooking chicken is not your problem. Your big thing is you spend too much on chicken. So this is a whole chicken, little fryer, which you can easily broil in an oven. But for half the price, you're gonna learn how to butcher your own bird.
I think with Chris cutting up his own chicken, I just think it's going to add to his cockiness. He thinks he's the chicken master. He's just gonna think he's more badass now because he knows how to cut up a bird.
You ready? Yep. All right. You got a couple things going for you. You have some, it's just nothing. You have leg. You have thigh. Here you have wing. And you have breast, which is here. So let's start with the wings. Take a knife like this. Just take your joint right there. Just slide right where that connects. Just cut right around the skin. And do a little twist. And it'll pop right out. Once you hear that pop, just take your knife, slide through, and go ahead and remove it. So now you have a wing. Next is the leg. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do half the bird, then you're going to do the other half. Think you can handle it?
Try.
Alright, see where the skin connects right here? Start there, go right around, see where that crease is right there? Follow that up, right to the neck, right there. Just connect all this tissue, skin, meat and all that. Once you get down to the bone. Now there's your meat. See where it all starts right there? Take your knife, get in there, and then again, give it a pop, and there you go. You have your thigh and a leg. We're going to continue down the bottom of the bird with the breast. So if you look, you'll see where this bone is in there. We're going to take right from the middle here. I'm going to slice right down the middle, just like that. And tuck the finger in there. Come right around, right down the bottom of the bird there. There's one breast right there. Go ahead. Here. Yep. There you go. Now holding the bird down with one hand, grab the whole thing, get your hand around it, get a good grip, and just twist. It'll dejoint and come right off. Almost. Probably got a little more cutting to do, but you got it. There you go. You can drop that one right on top of here. Okay, so obviously we have 2 wings. Those you can just bake up, fry up, or whatever. Put some hot sauce on them. Get a couple more birds as you go on. Keep these in a bag in the freezer. You got cutlets, you got strips, and you have 2 legs, 2 thighs. You can even split those here and just put those in some oil, fry them up. That's fried chicken. Here's some cutlets for you. Here's some chicken strips to fry up. If you want chicken bites, you can even start pulling meat off the thigh section too. So $8 got you all that, and you have bone skin to use for a chicken stock, which you can take maybe about 2 gallons of water and have about 1.5 gallons of stock by the time you're done, which is the base for almost every soup. Chicken noodle soup, everything. Not bad for $8.
But after cutting up the chicken and everything, and I can't believe I had my hands inside a dead bird. It felt weird. It was all cold and whatnot. But after doing that, I guess I really am the chicken master, you know. Getting the chicken down.
You have the honor now of serving your home cooked food to your family.
Yay!
It's dinner time.
Yeah.
So go ahead, let them know. Soup's on. We had a long day of cooking and learning and all that. You can go ahead and kill the heat. It's done cooking. And just go ahead and put it on the plate for your family to enjoy now.
Okay, guys. Stuffed cabbage.
Look good, Aiden? Before I leave, my work here is done. You're inspired now to cook, but cook safely. All your meats, beef, everything from rare to well, veal, chicken, 165 degrees means it's done. We've been through a lot of this. How to store your food, how to keep it fresh, how to make it last longer, how to store it, how to freeze it. So if you want, you can put this where you'd like. We'll just put it there for now. And good luck. And I'm gonna sneak up on you guys one day and follow up to see how you're doing. All right? I'm out of here. It was fun. Enjoy. Good luck to you guys.
After she cooked the cabbage, I actually tried like the cabbage and the meat. It's actually pretty good. It's kind of weird that my son even likes it too.
I didn't think anybody in my family was gonna like the cabbage. It actually turned out pretty good. I'm really surprised Chris ate it. I'm really excited that Aiden actually ate the cabbage because normally he eats just junk food like chips and anything else, videos, donuts.
Thanks for home cooking overhaul. Our kitchen's gonna be a lot better. More meals on the stove once again. We're gonna cook different meals, not having the same meals every day, all the time.
Now that I know what my utensils in my drawer are for, I'll probably use them a lot more.
We opened up a banking account and started putting money in for him and saving up for him to go to college and getting him his first car.
Well, I'm glad that Chris does the chicken now because I don't think I could cut up a bird like that. That's mean. Overall in the kitchen now, I think I'm a beast. I think I can do this. I'm gonna make awesome meals all the time. So this is a big step.
If you or someone you know would like to be on Home Cooking Overhaul, please visit nickpiercefood.com.